Welcome one and all inside the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in Boulder, Colorado, on a cold winter day. Admittedly so, it is very sunny outside, so that's diminishing the temperatures a little bit, but it's under 10 degrees. It's not going to get above 10 degrees today. A rare occasion where it is actually warmer inside this rink here at the CU Rec Center, and we are happy to be in here covering this game for you today. Thank you all for tuning into Scope of Sports alongside Colby Wyatt. I'm Kieran Warger, and it is the final game of the BMHC tournament for the Buffaloes this weekend here in Boulder as they prepare to take on the Lions of Loyola-Marymount University in Los Angeles, California. Colby, this is going to be probably the toughest matchup here this weekend for the Buffaloes team. What do you look for here going into this?
Well, when you get into matches that people start calling the toughest one, stuff like that, first thing you always have to do is just keep your fundamentals about you, just limit turnovers, like I said, fundamentals. That's always the first step in games like this.
Looking at Loyola-Marymount, they sit at number one in their conference, the WCHC. They have a collective 34 points on the season, 16 wins, 5 losses, 1 overtime loss in 23 games played on the season so far. And their point leaders right now is for 47 points is Alex Skandarian, the forward. He's played in 20 games thus far this season, 17 goals, 30 assists. He almost doubles the all-time leading point scorer, Diego Patones, for the Buffaloes right now. 2.35 points per goal. What an absolutely incredible player. He's followed closely with 40 points is Matthias Hawthorne. 22 games played, 14 goals, 26 assists on the season. So this is, like I said, a tough team to beat. But Colby, if we're looking at the Buffaloes here, they sit number one right now in the BMHC, as they have for pretty much the entire season. And as of last night, forward Connor Smithberger actually overtook Captain Diego Patones, who earlier this year set the all-time leading, or became the Buffs' all-time leading scorer. He sits at 30 right now. Connor Smithberger sits at 31, 15 goals and 16 assists with 20 games played, 1.55 points per goal. So this is going to be, like we said, an incredible matchup and a tough one for this Buffs team here in Boulder.
Oh yeah, well, no doubt. But really, just our top players are going to have to be our top players today, or the top players are going to have to be the top players today. Smithberger, he's been hot recently, like you said. He's going to have to stay hot. Stay hot even though it's freezing outside,
Without a doubt. And looking at a quick recap of the Buffs' game yesterday against the University of Cincinnati Bearcats, it was an all-out shootout, if I could say that here. 3 goals by the Buffs in the first period, and the remaining 3 scored in the third with a final score of 6-2. Lots of penalty minutes for the Buffs, as has been a recurring theme this season. And Connor Smithberger at 16:35 scored that goal, making him the all-time leading scorer for the Buffs at this current moment, with assists from Aiden Johnson and Saul Dranch. Looking at goaltenders today, starting in net for the Lions.
Here is the starting line for L.A. At lefty, number 8, Foster Kruger. Lefty, number 12, Sebastian Sigurd. Left wing, number 6, Josh Elias. At center, number 10, Riley Waters. At right wing, number 18, Brandon Harding. Number 3, Josh Profashi. And now we have starters for the Colorado Buffaloes. At lefty, number 21, Zane Bonchek. At righty, number 8, Chris Valco. At left wing, number 33, Aiden Johnson. At center, number 3, Alex Bauer. At right wing, number 52, Connor Smithberger. And we have number 1, Aaron Sullivan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get underway with the first period here. As we have all overheard the introduction of these starting lineups, a powerhouse starting lineup for the Buffaloes today, with Polachek, Valco, Johnson, Bauk, and Smithberger. The powerhouse here for this Buffs team. And looking at the Lions over here, the number one we've really got our eye on is Josh Elias, 6'5", obviously one of the largest players on the ice here today, as these teams take to center ice, and Aiden Johnson in the face-off circle for the Buffs. Alex Bauk is attempting it for the Buffaloes, and the Buffs come away with the opening face-off. There's Chris Valco, cross-ice pass to Polachek. Pass intended for Book, can't connect, turned over. Polachek, that's shot high up into the glass in the corner. Puck is loose. Alex Bauk picks it up behind the net. Smithberger, cross-ice pass intended for Johnson, who picks it up in the neutral zone. Johnson closing in, fires, save. Puck is loose. Smithberger. Chris Valco picks it up, chips it high, and it's gloved out of the air by John Profacci. Not too aggressive to start off this first period, but we're seeing a lot of speed and finesse. Buffs come away with a face-off. It's been a rarity for the season, or for the Buffs on the season, Colby, winning a face-off.
We saw some crazy shots from both teams right there, not even close. So I just think both teams are still kind of getting into it here in this game.
Puck is loose in the corner, wrapped around along the boards. Polachek. Skandarian fires it into the corner. Polachek trying to pick it up, is not going to get it. Puck is in front. Here comes Samson. Here comes Diego Patones, the captain for the Buffaloes. Tries to wrap it around the corner. Pass intended for Luke Simpson, not going to pick it up. Puck is loose, cross-ice pass in front. Great chance there for the Lions. No connection. Puck is kept in at the blue line. Tipped back into the corner. Arthur Street chasing it. Another shot. Goes wide. Puck is in the corner again. Petone is in pursuit. Get him. There a one-timer. Great save by Aaron Solomon. McGivory wraps it around the boards. Puck is loose. Here comes Petones. Clears his zone. As Patterson picks it up for the Lions. And charges back into the neutral zone. Fires deep. Goes off the glass and behind the net. Puck is loose, and we'll get a stoppage of play here. Lots of pressure from the Lions here to start off this first period. Some great chances. Puck just goes just wide of Solomon.
Oh yeah, they had a couple great shots right there. Good on CU, not letting any of those hit.
Aiden Habel goes about for Josh Jenin, will not connect. There's Thomas Knapp. Alexandrov can't connect with it, turned over. Here comes Habel. Charging up the left side into the corner, leaves it back for Alexandrov. He keeps it into the blue line, nobody there to receive it. David Lefkis trying to pick up the puck, he's not going to do it, and that is a clear by the Lions. Knapp in the corner for Lefkis. Puck is loose. Patterson chips it out off the pad of Solomon. Puck is loose in the corner once again. Puck is loose. Here's a shot off the leg of several Buffs defenders in front of Solomon. Here comes Thomas Knapp up the middle. Fires, save. Puck is loose once again in the corner. Here's Salge Ranch, giving it back for Sinicki. Puck is loose in front. Great chance there for the Buffaloes. No connection made as it is now in the corner and wrapped around behind the net. Here comes Kruger. Picking it up in the corner. Foster Kruger in front. Chance there. Nearly turned it over to Josh Goki. Puck is deflected high. Now it's in the corner. Down low. Sinicki out in front. Polachek tried to get the one-timer, not enough power behind that shot. And now Chris Valco tries to get it at the half wall. Puck is still loose. Here's Sinicki. Nice pass to Dranch. And that's cleared. Here's a chance here on the breakaway play out in front. Oh, what a great save by Solomon.
Could not have been played better by Solomon right there. You never want to see that as a goalie. Somebody running at you and no defenders anywhere near him. That's scary for a goalie. But
Yeah,
he played that. He stayed calm, played that beautifully, like I said.
Looks like, Alex Bauk is attempting the face-off for his Buffaloes, and he's not going to get it. Something he has struggled with all season. Puck is loose at the half wall. Aiden Johnson clears his zone, and Connor Smithberger in pursuit of it. Here's McGillivray. McGillivray fires it deep along the boards. Bit of a check there in the corner. McGillivray can't keep it in at the blue line as Smithberger came in applying that pressure. Puck is loose. A great stick handling. Shot goes wide. Here's Smithberger. Coming up the middle, leaves it for Alex Bauk. Bauk is checked in the neutral zone. Smithberger with a shot. Glove save.
Now, besides the breakaway we just saw from Loyola, that was the best shot we've seen all night from both teams. He had the clear window, and he just took his chance. There wasn't really an opportunity to pass it around, and so I like that shot right there.
Absolutely amazing chance there for the Buffaloes. Pressure is about even right now as Garrett Coveney attempts the face-off for his Colorado Buffaloes. And he will come away with it. Here's Luke Dow at the blue line. Able to keep it in the zone. Pass to Simpson. Dow keeps it in. But now it's cleared. And Garrett Coveney chases the puck. No offside called. Puck is behind the net of Solomon as Luke Dow plays it, passes it to Simpson. Turned over again, and here comes Street in the corner. Shot saved by Solomon. Puck is loose in the corner at the half wall. McGillivray shifts it to his teammate, number 6. That is Josh Elias. Puck it back in the neutral zone. Here's Street. Clears his zone once again as McGillivray chases it, and we'll get an icing call here on the Buffaloes.
One of my favorite things about this game so far is how aggressive both defenses are playing. Somebody gets the puck, there's a defender right there on the puck too.
Great defense by both sides, like you said, Colby. And we're getting a face-off here in the Buff zone again. They have to win this face-off to control it, but they're not going, they will. Puck is loose at the half wall, and it's cleared effectively. Here comes Patterson, skating up the right side, looking for help in front. No connection is made, and that puck is going high up into the netting and out of play.
I have to say, Colorado got a little lucky there. Loyola had the puck about half court, and CU decided to do a mass substitution. I don't know.
Great defense by both these teams thus far. And here's another face-off won by the Buffs in their own zone as Aiden Habel turns it over. No chance here for a one-timer save, Solomon. Puck is loose at the half wall near the Buffs bench. Pass intended for Connor Kuzmarek. He's not going to connect. Skinandarian. And here comes Alexandrov skating up the right side, and he's tripped up up near the Lions bench. No penalty. It's a clean check there. Here comes Habel over in the corner, still fighting for it, and he's going to just shoot it away, wrapping it around behind the net. Kuzmarek tried to keep it in the Buff zone. He's not going to do it. Here comes David Levkis. Going up in the corner for Josh Jenin. Puck is loose. That shot is high as Thomas Knapp chases it back into his own zone. No icing call as he was able to get his stick on the puck. Dong in the corner. He's out for his teammate number 7. Here comes Here comes Forrest Kruger. Dong out in front. Tried to get a shot off. Too many defenders in the area. Great defense protecting Aaron Solomon on these plays here. And that's clear the zone, and we're going to get no offside is called. Aiden Habel gets it back at the half zone. Here's Noel Sinicki coming up 1-on-2. Puck is loose once again at the half wall. That's chipped out. Into neutral zone, nearly gloved out of the air. Simpson is tripped up. Washgoki's chance here for Sinicki. In front, great save by Perfacci. Clock is still running here in the arena, even though play has stopped. Officials have not noticed it yet.
Clock is finally stopped here. But really, man, Colorado had to fight tooth and nail for that shot on goal, but it was almost a great one.
Holy cow. What a play there. That defense just taking hits, blocking shots left and right as Johnson picks it up at the half wall. Here's Alex Bauk in the mix. Puck is loose and cleared by the Lions. Here's a chance here. No breakaway play for Lee. Great defense by Polacek. Staying on them. Here's Johnson. He's got Alex Bauk there to help him. Polacek not able to keep it in the zone as Chris Valco chips it back for Smithberger. Trying to connect with Bauk, will not do it. And here's another chance here for the Lions as Jeffrey Lee comes up the ice and is shot high up into the boards. Up into the glass. Here comes Smithberger with a chance. He's going to try to get the wraparound. Tried to get a shot off. It's mishandled. Here's Johnson. Wraps it around the boards for Smithberger, and Dow keeps it into the blue line with a shot. Goes wide. Arthur Street. Here's pass to Smithberger behind the net. And he's double teamed. Here's Garrett Coveney. Street keeps it in the zone. Back for Coveney to the left side of Marcus loose here. Here's Tandry. He's able to clear his zone. Offsides is waved off as Luke Dow picks it up behind his own net. That's chipped back out to Tanner Simpson. We'll get an icing call here against the Buffaloes. We're just rounding the 10.5-minute mark here in the first period. No score, some great chances, as you were saying, Colby, for both of these teams.
Oh yeah, no doubt. This has been an action-packed game, even if the scoreboard still says 0-0. A whole lot of action.
Let's see who can capitalize here. Buffs control that face-off as Luke Dow chases it and picks it up near the half wall. Here he comes wrapping around his net in the corner in a battle with number 18, Brandon Carney. Patterson picks it up in the corner, wraps it around once again, and it's picked up. Wrapped around once again. Here's Patterson trying to get it at the half wall. Chance there for his teammate, number 18. And here comes Diego Batones going up the middle. Great defense there against who was the Buffs' all-time leading scorer. Here's a chance here for the Lions once again as Elias comes up the middle, but he's forced up to the half wall by the Buffaloes defense. Puck is shot deep into the corner. Here comes Aiden Habel skating up the right side with a chance. He's going to go for the wraparound, trying to connect with Alexandrov, will not do so. That's another clear for the Lions. Here comes Skandarian up the middle. Goes up the right side into the corner. Tangle up with the officials is Alexandrov. Trying to apply that pressure again, and with David Levkis, long pass. Can't connect with Levkis. Puck is behind the net, picked up by Josh Jenin at the half wall. Levkis checked in the corner, and he goes down. That's picked up again by the Lions and cleared out of the zone. Icing against the Lions, and we're going to face off in their zone. as the Buffs get a fresh set of skaters on the ice.
Oh yeah, great time for a substitution right there. After that aggressive almost 2 minutes of play, great substitution.
Here's Saul Dranch attempting the face-off for his Buffs team, and he gets it. Chris Valco couldn't get the puck at the blue line as he retreats back into the neutral zone as he'll just fire that one deep. Here's Polacek. Polacek again keeps it in at the half wall. There's Saul Dranch trying to keep it in, and that's going to be saved by Perfacci again. 8.5 minutes to go here in this first period. Dranch again attempting to face off for his Buffs team. He's not going to get it that time as Chris Valco chasing it back as it's another icing. This line here, this Lions line, Colby, they've got to be gassed at this point. Haven't changed after 2 icing calls.
They've been in for a while, yeah.
Oh man.
You have to wonder if they're just trying to give themselves a break here. Another icing call after like 5 seconds? Who knows?
Another sloppy face-off there, ultimately taken away by the Lions. That's gloved out of the air by Chris Valco, who keeps it in the zone, but it's cleared almost immediately by Skinandarian. Puck is loose at the half wall. Here comes Polacek. Fires it high, intended for Connor Smithberger. Offsides is waved off. Alex Bauk can't connect with this puck. It's Luke Dow. Aiden Johnson trying to clear their zone. That's nearly deflected into the Buffs bench. Here comes Johnson skating up the middle. Cross ice pass to Smithberger. Another chance in front. Great setup there, but not able to capitalize. Arthur Street tries to keep it into his zone. No, that's cleared by the Lions as Skinandarian chases that behind the net of Solomon. Johnson, another chance here. Puck is loose in front. Skinandarian pass from Dong, can't connect. So many great setups so far for both of these teams, but no capitalization. There's Luke Dow right behind his net as Arthur Street looking for help. Here's Smithberger at the half wall trying to clear the zone. And a check there on Alex Bauk. Luke Dow. Campari. Great save there. Campari in front. Save by Solomon. Puck is in front of the Buffs bench as they're able to clear their zone. Cross ice pass intended for Patterson. Not going to get it for the Terrier. Offsides.
Crazy sequence of events there. Right before the offsides call, ended with the save. And really, it's probably the easiest save he's had to make all game. It was hit right at his heart.
Right at him, man.
But we'll see if the Lions get another chance right here.
Let's see. And it looks like they will. Here comes Patterson. Or Lee going up the right side, out in front. Cross ice pass. He's not going to get it. Great defense by the Buffs once again. Here comes Garrett Coveney skating up ice. Down the pocket. Aiden Habel looking to get another shot. Cross ice pass intended for Simpson. Pass is broken up. Habel leading out, trying to gain control of that puck on that play. No penalty called here in the neutral zone for tripping. Habel, puck is loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Matones, skating up the left side. He's going to try to get the wraparound. No skaters to help him. Oh, what a chance there for the Buffs. Garrett Coveney. That's the Matones shot, save! Puck is cleared out of the zone. Great defense there by the Lions again. Another shot saved, Solomon. Simpson. Pass out to Josh Jenin. Backhand pass in front. Save by Perfacci. Great stop there. And here comes Sagarian up the middle. Carney. Puck is loose at the half wall, picked up here again. Great defense. And here comes Polachek skating up ice with David Lefkis. He's got a chance. Shot goes high. It's deflected by Perfacci. Here's Alexandrov. Another shot. Save. Just inside 5 minutes. Alexandrov gloves it out of the air, and now he's fighting for it at the half wall. And that's cleared again as Chris Valco trying to force an offside against Elias. Not going to. Here's Josh Jenin. He's got Alexandrov out in front. Alexandrov shot saved by Perfacci again. Another check in the corner here, and we're going to get a penalty assessed for the trip on David Lefkis. That'll be on Brendan Carney for the Lions. First penalty of the game, and the Buffs will get a chance to score here on the power play just inside 4.5 minutes, Colby.
Oh, yeah. This is where it gets fun. You know, you don't want to go into the first break scoreless, so you know Buffs are going to be going all out right here.
They got their best skaters on the ice. Patones is attempting the face-off, but he's not going to get, or actually he will end up coming away with it. A sloppy face-off cost him a turnover as McGillivray skates up ice. Another chance here in front for Lynch, short-handed. Patones trying to clear his zone as that's just fired back as Lynch chases the puck. Smithberger, cross-ice pass to Patones, who picks it up. Offside is waved off. McGilligan. Matthews clears his zone again. Great penalty kill so far by the Lions. Here's Alexandrov behind his net. Skating up center. He's got a chance here in front. Broken up by McGilligan. Smithberger. He'll skate back towards the blue line. Cross-ice pass to Kovney. Kovney with a shot. Great defense. Another shot. The puck is loose in front. 3.5 minutes to go here. No score as that's cleared again as we round the 1 minute mark in this power play. Smithberger gives it back for Alexandrov. Now Alexandrov, long pass deep for Lefkis. Here's Josh Jenin. He's got room. Pass to Simpson in front. Not enough power behind that shot, and a great save by Perfacci. Oh, what a chance there for Tanner Simpson.
Man, I think he just got too excited there. He had the puck right in front of him, and he just kind of missed it. He just let it slip right on by. And I think even the goalie, Perfacci, was kind of surprised there to see the puck just slide towards his legs.
Easy save there for Perfacci. As here's Lefkis at the blue line. He's going to skate up ice. Nice cross-ice pass to Alex Bauk. Polachek back to Bauk. Tripped up at the half wall. Lions try to clear their zone again, but Polachek keeps it in the zone. Puck is at the half wall. Here's Polachek again. As that's out to Josh Jenin. Been on the ice for almost 2 minutes now. Lefkis, cross-ice pass intended for Alex Bauk. Jenin keeps it in the zone, but it's cleared again. Here's a chance, short-handed on the breakaway. Goes up the middle. Saved by Solomon! As that will kill this... Lions will kill this power play. Or kill this penalty. Here comes Lefkis again with a chance. He's going up the left side. He'll be cross-ice pass in front. Save by Perfacci again. Tried to sneak it past his shoulder up into the corner of the goal.
I would like to go back to that breakaway by Lions player Jeffrey Lee. Really interesting to me because he had complete control of that situation, and yet he just shot it right at him. He shot it as if he didn't have control of it.
Great skill there by the Lions. Great chance there, short-handed, just as the power play was coming to an end. It's Aiden Habel. He tries to keep it in his zone for the Buffs, and here's another chance here for Josh Elias, who had that breakaway play, as you were saying, Colby. And that's broken up again by the Buffs defense as we come to the 2 minute mark in this first period. No score. Arasaka's trying to win it off. Cross-ice pass in front, goes wide. McGillivray wraps it around the net for Cooper Seldmeyer. Here's a pass out to Marcevicus, who has been out most of this season. Thomas Knapp with a shot off the leg of Marcia Gallagher. Here comes Elias, skating up the right side again. The star for the Lions in front. Great save by Solomon as he's tripped up right in front of the net. And here comes Simpson. Fires, goes wide. As we round the 1 minute mark here in the first period. Buffs desperate. Here's Johnson trying to get a shot off. Will not do it. That puck is gloved high out of the air. Polacek trying to pick it up. And he will in the corner. Johnson tried to leave it back for Alex Bauk. Here's Bauk again. It's a little pass out to Connor Smithberger. He's not going to get it. Bauk again. Here he comes around the net. 35 seconds to go here in the first. Puck is loose in front. Shot. So many rebounds on that play. And a great save there by Profaci. Another shot. Save Profaci again. And Polacek has been absolutely instrumental from firing that puck from deep. And Samar cross-ice pass in front. Great save by Solomon. And that'll be a goal against the goal for the Lions here. The great attempt by Solomon. It's a bit of confusion here whether that was a goal. The officials will convene just inside 15 seconds to go. And it looks like they're going to say no goal here, but that means a face-off in the Buffalo zone.
I can see the confusion though there. It was kind of an unorthodox save. He kind of just dove right on it, caught it with his between his legs and the ice, it looked like.
Lucas face-off is won by the Buffaloes. Diego Petone is trying to clear it. It's kept into the zone. Kept into the zone by Ampner for the Lions, and that's going to do it for this first period. As the game remains scoreless here after 20 minutes of play. So many great chances for scoring chances for both of these teams, Colby, but I think the biggest thing is just their defenses thus far.
Yep, people are getting in the way of the person with the puck and the goal. Of course, that's like 101 of defense almost, maybe 102. But anyways, nonetheless, there's been a lot of action, even if the scoreboard is just double O's, and there's definitely been a lot of shots. And I think next quarter is going to be even more exciting.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, these teams are going to come out of that locker room in about 15 minutes ready to get some points on the board so that this doesn't remain a scoreless game throughout the next 20 minutes. There's 40 minutes left to play here in this game as we go into our first intermission here. Folks, that is going to do it for us for now. Don't go anywhere. You are watching ScoBuff Sports. We've got the second period coming up in 15 minutes.
The men's basketball team's Big 12 slate recapped. I'm
sports fans, welcome to the first live show of 2025. I'm Balin Weisup.
And I'm Logan Benson.
We have a lot to cover, so buckle up and get ready for the ride.
Over the break, the Colorado Buffaloes made history with their second ever Heisman Trophy going to two-way superstar Travis Hunter. Hunter joined Boise State's Ashton Genie, Miami's Cam Ward, and Oregon's Dylan Gabriel in New York for the ceremony on December 12th. Where it was revealed that Hunter beat out Jenny in the closest race of the decade. The junior became CU's first Heisman Trophy winner since the late Rashaan Salam in 1994. Hunter's game-breaking ability on both sides of the ball turned heads nationwide, transcending the sports en route to the sport's highest individual honor.
Unprecedented production at both wide receiver and cornerback was the reason for Travis Hunter's Heisman Trophy honor, and a number of other accolades were given to the phenom for different aspects of his play. Hunter became Colorado's first ever Bulletnik Off Award, given to the nation's most outstanding wide receiver. The junior won the Chuck Budnick Award and a Lot Impact Trophy for his stellar play on the defensive end. Among Player of the Year honors, in addition to the Heisman, Hunter took home the Walter Camp Award and AP National Player of the Year, as well as a second straight Paul Hornung Award for his versatility. Travis's overflowing trophy case added to the legacy, perhaps the greatest individual season in the history of Colorado football.
The Buffs went to their first bowl game since 2020 in hopes of winning their first bowl game since 2004. Instead, they laid an egg in the Alamo Bowl against the BYU Cougars, losing 36-14. Travis Hunter was the only Buff who had a notable day, tallying another 100-yard day and a touchdown to end his tenure with the black and gold. Shedeur Sanders ended his season throwing for 2 touchdowns and 2 picks, along with taking 4 sacks. The Cougars flustered CU's offensive approach and ran the ball at will in an ugly end to Hunter Sanders and many others' time in Boulder. The Buffs managed to force several turnovers, but could not get off the ground to keep pace, finishing the season with a record of 9 wins and 4 losses.
With the NFL draft quickly approaching in April, Colorado houses much potential even beyond the big names. With headliners Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter expected to go early in the first round, CU fans' expectations are high and predictions have run rampant in the new year. Sanders is expected to be the first quarterback drafted, and with the Las Vegas Raiders securing the second pick in this year's draft, he would be a great asset for the struggling team. After adding Heisman winner to his impressive resume, Hunter looks to continue his versatility on both sides of the ball at the professional level, and has expressed confidence in being the first selection in the 2025 draft. Stellar defender B.J. Green may also be a sleeper pick, a leader for the Colorado defensive unit. Green never missed a game in his collegiate career during his time at Arizona State or in Boulder. Clemson transfer linebacker Levante Bentley also recently declared for the draft and looks to bring his talents to the next level.
The winter window for the transfer portal has closed, but not before Coach Prime was able to attract a plethora of athletes from across the country. Coach Prime was able to bring in 17 total athletes to create a transfer portal class that ranks in the top 25 in the nation, according to most leading sources. Notable newcomers on offense are Caden Salter, a quarterback from Liberty, who's had a lot of success in the Conference USA, and 4-star wide receiver Joseph Williams, who had a solid start to his career as a freshman at Tulsa. 2 high school 4-stars have been added to the defense as well. Cornerback Makarai Vickers left Oklahoma from Colorado, and defensive lineman Jaheim Otis came from CU from Alabama. Many positions were also addressed, though, through the portal, including the O-line. 4 O-linemen have been taken from the portal. All of them come with starting experience. Of course, the portal does work both ways, and several athletes decided to leave CU, most notably linebacker Nikhil Hill-Green and Dayton Hayes.
Well, the Buffs have wrapped up most of their offseason roster construction and are on the hunt for a few new position coaches. Rumors have swirled in the recent days connecting Deion Sanders to NFL head coaching jobs. Reportedly, the Dallas Cowboys have been in contact with Sanders with hopes of naming the former player and Super Bowl champion their next head coach. Many have been quick to point on outgoing contract negotiations between Coach Prime and Colorado's athletic department, so it appears that news of either re-upping in Boulder or suddenly heading to the next level is imminent.
A Buffs legend was immortalized over the break as former cornerback Deion Figures was enshrined into the College Football Hall of Fame. The 10th Buff to be enshrined, Figures was a Thorpe Award winner and shutdown corner on the 1990 National Championship team. During his 4 years at CU, Figures recorded 12 interceptions and even returned punts for the Buffaloes.
With the NFL divisional round starting tomorrow, let's take a look at the former Buffs in the playoffs. Akello Witherspoon played for the Buffs for 3 years before getting drafted to the San Francisco 49ers as a 66th pick overall in the 2017 draft. He is currently starting at cornerback for the Los Angeles Rams and recorded 3 tackles and a crucial sack in their wild-card win over the Vikings. Another former Buff in the playoffs is defensive tackle Josh Tupou, who is currently on the Ravens practice squad. Tupou has occurred in 3 games for Baltimore this season, contributing 3 total tackles and 1 sack. We wish our former Buffs the best as they try and help their squads win a Super Bowl.
Colorado football lost its most important last week, Bill McCartney. McCartney revived the program after becoming the head coach in 1982. He had a record of 93, 55, and 2 as the head coach from 1982 through 94. He won a national championship, 3 Big 12 championships, and 7 Coach of the Year awards from various outlets. On top of that, he is known for igniting the Colorado versus Nebraska rivalry, which is just as intense today as it was back then. The Scobuff Sports family sends their thoughts to the McCartney family as we celebrate the life of a Colorado legend.
Who wants to do basketball? Who wants to do football? Who wants to do soccer? Who wants to do volleyball? That's so sick. Videography. Anyone want to do that?
Our December 6th break, the Colorado men's basketball team wrapped up conference play. The Buffs finished going at 3-0, defeating Colorado State 72-55, South Dakota State 81-71, and Bellarmine 79-55. Standout performances include sophomore forward Hassan Diop recording a career-high 15 points against Bellarmine. Senior guard Julian Hammond averaged 13.7 points and 2.8 rebounds per game. This was Colorado's last victory as they are 0-5 in Big 12 play.
Hey, my name is Oliver Hayes, and I have to give you the unfortunate rundown of the Buffs' 0-5 start to conference play. Turnovers, physicality, and rebounding have been the main issues for them, leading them to be the only team in the 16-team Big 12 conference without a conference win. Head coach Tad Boyle has even called his team the most poorest coached team in America due to the continuous issues. But having played 2 ranked teams so far, the Buffs have stayed close in 4 of the 5 games. So let's take a look at how these 5 losses came to be. The Buffs started conference play with a Big 12 opener against number 3 Iowa State. They saw them in Maui and lost by 28, but in Boulder they played them much closer, and it was thanks to a better offensive showing, good defense. Julian Hammond had 21 points, and this was the first 3 of 4 on the night. He played great, but turnovers, as they were a big issue in Maui, showed up again. The Buffs had 19 in this game, leading to a ton of fast break points for the Cyclones. While the Cyclones weren't able to hit the 3-pointers they were able to hit in Maui, they were able to pound the ball inside and were able to clean up the offensive glass. The Buffs were able to stick around. Here was Trevor Baskin, who had a big and one to get the CU Event Center on their feet, but down the stretch, the offense stalled. This defense couldn't get stops, and the Cyclones were able to find just enough opportunities to win this game 79-69 in Boulder. The Buffs will face them for a 3rd time this season in Ames, Iowa, later down the road. But it will be a tough one for them because the Cyclones, they have a heck of an arena out there. Heading to Arizona State, however, the Buffs, this was their only game of the 5 losses that was a blowout. They lost this one by 20. It was thanks to the Sun Devils' hot 3-point shooting as they hit 13 threes on the night. The Buffs also shot sub 35% from the field, and with their slow offensive start, the Sun Devils had all the momentum. They were able to push the ball and get the ball inside. Here was Jane Quaintance with a layup. Julian Hammond was held scoreless in this one as the Buffs were able to not really get any offense, but Trevor Baskin shined as he had 23 points, 10 boards, and 4 steals in this one. It was his best performance of the year. Still, the inside was too much to handle for the Buffs as the Sun Devils won this one 81-61. So it was a tough one for the Buffs, but they headed to Orlando, to play the Central Florida Knights. Julian Hammond bounced back with a career-high 26 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. There was a floater and a 3-pointer right there. This game was a close one, and turnovers once again showed up for the Buffs, and the fast-paced Knights pushed the pace. Here was a big 3 for them. But in this close one, Julian Hammond stepped up with the aforementioned 26 points. Here was a big 3. Bingo! He hit that one to put the Buffs up 1. And even though the Buffs, played them close and trailed that at one point, he tried to go for it again, but airballed. It looked like the Knights were going to get this one, having the ball with 4 seconds left, but Keyshawn Hall was not able to get the timeout, leading to a 5-second violation. Obviously, head coach Johnny Hawkins was pissed. He did not understand what happened. But as you can see in the replay, Hall was signaling to the bench rather than the referee, leading to the miscommunication. With 4 seconds, the Buffs had a chance. They went to Elijah Malone, back door, and he was swatted at the rim, leading to their 3rd straight loss to begin conference play. So, heading back to Boulder, playing number 20 in West Virginia, they looked to bounce back. Here was Javon Ruffin with a 3, but the offense kind of struggled. The big story was Javon Small for West Virginia. He abused the pick and roll in the first half, but when Elijah Malone went out with an injury, he got going offensively, hitting 3 big threes to begin the half. There were 2 step backs right there. But the defense kind of stepped up with Malone not in the game, and here was a big Baskin tip slam that got the CU Event Center on their feet. It's something that he's been able to do all year. But down the stretch, the Buffs were not able to do they're not able to come with stops their offense as they had in the, similar to the first few games, leading to a 78-70 loss to West Virginia. Now in their most recent game against Cincinnati Bearcats, who were the only other team without a conference win heading into this game, the Buffs were not able to get the job done. Cincy was able to build their lead on 15 turnovers, but Bangor Dak without Elijah Malone played 30 minutes, and here he reached up to the heavens for a big alley-oop slam from Trevor Baskin. Here you can get a second look at this one. The CU Event Center was loving it. Bangor Dak went for a career-high 19 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 blocks, 6 of which came in the first half. But Cincinnati was not afraid to get their own alley-oop themselves. But in this close game, the Buffs were able to play some solid defense. They were clawed back with a 21-6 run, and Trevor Baskin throws it up to Bangor Dak again for another alley-oop slam. The CU Event Center was loving it. Like I said, they're on their feet all night. Social media was buzzing. But the big play was right here as Trevor Baskin scored a layup to get the lead for the Buffs. But once again, the Buffs defense collapsed, and they did not get a single stop in the final 4.5 minutes of this game. The Buffs lost this one 68-62 and fell to be the only team in the Big 12 without a conference win. Now the Buffs look ahead to tomorrow, where they head to Stillwater to play Oklahoma State, a team that has only one conference win in Big 12 play so far. That game tips off at 1 p.m. The Buffs are expected to have R.J. Smith back. He left in the West Virginia game at the half and didn't play against Cincy, but he's expected to be back. Like I said, Elijah Malone, his status is up in the air. Either way, the Buffs have played opponents close, as I've mentioned. In 4 of those 5 games, the Buffs either led or trailed by just a possession in the final 5 minutes. They just haven't been able to get it done. So they'll look to try and void off those issues that have been keeping them down all year and look to finally be able to close out a game, or maybe even start fast and not even give the other team a chance to come back or close out a game. But it'll be a tough one in Oklahoma State tomorrow for the Buffs, but they'll be looking to get it done. My name is Oliver Hayes, and I'll send it back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Oliver. In honor of horrible beginnings, what was the worst start to conference play in Tad Boyle's 15-year tenure here at Colorado? Stay tuned to find out later in the show.
The men's basketball team looks to turn around their season as they travel to Oklahoma State on Saturday. Tip-off is at 1 p.m. in search of their first conference win. Following their road trip, they return to the CU Event Center this Tuesday to face off against the BYU Cougars. Both are winnable games as the Buffs look to snap their 5-game losing streak.
Women's hoop finished out their non-conference play with a 78-61 win over the Denver Pioneers. The Buffs dominated the glass, being plus 20 in the rebound battle. The Buffs also had 4 players in double figures, with Lior Garzon and Ayanna Johnson leading the charge with 14 points. The Buffs were without their 2 point guards and still tallied 19 assists on the day.
What's up? I'm Harrison Simeon, and after you saw the men's basketball team's Big 12 slate recapped, I'm here to recap the women's. We start as they took on West Virginia at home. West Virginia, a ranked side, very formidable, and it was the veteran play of the Buffaloes that carried them to a huge statement win on home soil. Jade Masagayo had a huge game with 18 points, and she helped the Buffs take down the Mountaineers.
Welcome back to the CU Rec Center Ice Rink here in Boulder. We're getting ready to start period number 2 of the final game of this BMHC tournament here in Boulder, Colorado. Music's starting back up again. We're still scoreless after 20 minutes of play here. So if anything, one of these teams, they're going to be applying that pressure, trying to get on the board desperately.
Yep, if you're just now joining us, you missed first period full of shots from both teams. Whole bunch of shots, whole bunch of good opportunities, but both the goalies were also on their A game. And so, as my partner here said, we are still scoreless here. And really what I'm looking for right here is for just for both teams to kind of be on the same page, with their teammates, if that makes sense. A lot of missed passes led to missed opportunities and stuff like that. And so I think if these teams could work together just a little bit better, then we're going to see a lot more goals.
I couldn't agree with you more there, Colby. Just got to defense is obviously going to keep applying the pressure that they have been the entire game. But these teams have got to overcome that in order to pull off a W here today. As the Buffs convene at their bench, talking about their game plan. And the Lions are just taking to the ice now after the horn has sounded. As they'll skate their way to the bench. Here comes Polacek and Chris Valco skating down to their zone as we switch sides here in the second. Buffs bench getting rowdy, getting the guys hyped up as they should. And the Lions will do the same. And here we go with the face-off. Garrett Covey and Matisse Hawthorne attempting it. Covey for the Buffs, Hawthorne for the Lions. Buffs come away with it. Here's Patones who will backhand it back. And here he goes skating up the half wall as that's shipped out. Here's Patones again, trying to fight for it. That's cleared again. Here's Hawthorne skating up. The middle goes to the right side, pass in front. Wraps around behind the back of the net. Polacek goes back out to Simpson through the half wall. And here's Patones with a chance here. 1-on-2. Skating up the middle. He's got a shot, and that's going to be a great save by Perfacci right into the glove.
Yeah, he saw the defenders closing in on him and knew his time was limited, so he just slung that right into the corner. But I mean, Perfacci was ready for it. Just put his glove up, snag that thing out of the air.
That was easy. Face-off win by the Lions there in their own zone. Arthur Street applying that pressure. Smithberger behind the net. Johnson in pursuit. It's taken away by Sebastian Kruger. Excuse me, that's Cigar in there. Here's Smithberger, the pressure coming from the Lions. Long shot, saved by Solomon. Puck is loose in the corner. Alex Bout trying to fight for it. Patones shot, that's saved again by Solomon. Gives you a little shot by number 25, that's Hawthorne. Able to keep it in the zone. Here's Johnson. Fires it back. Arthur Street. Here he goes up the left side. He's just going to fire that one back. Wrap it around the net as Johnson takes a little hit there in the corner. Here's Luke Dow with a chance here. Shots! And that goes high up into the netting. Great chance. Great chances here for both of these teams. They're getting those shots, but a lot of them are going high, going wide. That just tells you the absolute tremendous pressure that these defenses are applying here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Here's the puck in the corner. Josh Jenin trying to get a cross-ice pass to David Lefkis. He's not going to get it. Another chance here. Here's Jenin. Puck is loose. That's cleared again. Chance here for Lefkis. In front. Shot goes wide of Solomon. Holy cow. What a chance there. Shot saved. Another shot. Puck is loose in front. Saved by Solomon. Holy cow. That was a dangerous play there for the Buffaloes. Puck was loose in front. Solomon didn't have an eye on it. And that shot's fired deep. No icing. It's Josh Jenin in front for Alexandrov trying to get a shot. Lefkis with a one-timer goes wide. Here's a chance. Buffs will get a change here as we get the face-off in the Lions zone again. As here comes Saul Dranch facing off with Jeffrey Lee for the Lions. Dranch comes away with it. Here's Valco with a shot, goes wide and high up into the netting. Pressure is there for both of these teams, like we've been saying.
Real eager to score here. That time they wanted to do it quickly. I think only about like 3 seconds went off the clock there.
Dranch attempting it with Wuffs. Valco keeps it in the zone. Dranch out in front. Little chance there. Sinicki has another chance there. Can't connect with Sinicki in front of the net. Here comes a chance for Slenderman. Cross ice pass. No. Denied. Josh Goki. Shot save. Solomon. Here comes Dranch out in front of his bench. As that's picked up by Sinicki in front. Another shot off the leg of number 22. Just blocking shots. That's the name of this. That's the name of the defensive game here. Puck is still loose at the half wall. No clear possession as Valco is trying to get a stick on it, and Sinicki will in the corner as he clears his zone. Icing. Just about 16 minutes to go here in this second period. Still no score.
Yeah, we'll see if teams try to do some different stuff here, get more creative with their shots, with their opportunities, or if they'll just keep nailing them at the goalies.
Yeah, with this defense, it's going to be hard to really set. It's been hard to set up shots. That shot is high by Sagarin. This is the half ball. Here's Carney. That shot is wide. Both teams just desperate to get rid of that puck. Desperate to prevent turnovers. That has been plaguing. That's been a problem that's plagued the Buffs this entire season. Kruger keeps it in the Buffs zone at the blue line as he's tripped up. And Polacek coming the other way with a shot off the legs of Kruger. Or excuse me, it's Carney. Polacek into the corner. Turned over again. Batones. Puck is loose in front. That was a dangerous situation there. Broken stick out in the corner. Excuse me here. Here's a chance for Batones. Trying to get the wraparound. Puck is loose in front. Save by Perfacci. Great defense once again as we approach 5 minutes in to this period.
Man, this has been, a long 5 minutes. Whole lot of stoppage already. And really, that's just because there's been a whole lot of action there. That was an exciting second right there. Before the Lions were able to get the puck away and force a save.
Batones loses the faceoff. Puck is in the corner again. Batones trying to fight for it, but it's taken away by McGillivray. Here's another chance in front here for Luke Dow off the leg of a defender. Shot save! Puck is in the corner again. We're going to stoppage of play here. Looks like the net did come out of the little posts that hold it in. And we're going to stoppage of play for that. Crowd confused as to why the play was stopped, but you gotta fix your net. If that comes out, that could be dangerous for your goaltender and your entire team. Alex Bauck's trying to come away with it, but McGillivray comes away with that face-off as Smithberger trying to get it in the corner. It's picked up by Hawthorne. Here's a cross-ice pass. McGillivray. Puck is in the corner at the half wall. Puck is cleared out, kept in the zone. Great shot, save by Perfacci once again as that shot was deep.
I mean, it was good on CU there, getting the puck to someone who had nobody around him, and he just took the opportunity to just take a shot.
Alex Bout trying to come away with the face-off, but here's a chance here. 2-on-1. Here for one of those cross-ice passes in front, broken up by Thomas Knapp. Great D. That was a shot save by Solomon. And here we got a breakaway for Connor Smithberger out in front. And Profaci came out to play it. And he deflects it wide. Here's a chance here again. Here comes the pressure out in front. Save Solomon. Puck is at the half wall. Aiden Johnson trying to get control with Alex Book in his vicinity. Wraps it around. Picked up Thomas Knapp, couldn't get a stick on it. It's Aiden Habel retreats to his zone as the Buffs make a quick change. Oaks with a shot off the post. What a chance there. Puck is loose. Great defense there by the Buffs. Here comes Levkis, and he turns it over. A chance here, 1-on-2 for Josh Jenin. Looking for help. Out in front, across that smash, score! David Levkis off the pass from Josh Jenin, and the Buffs are on board first with just over 13 minutes to go. What a shot!
Man, that is what I was talking about. Good teamwork leads to good goals, and that's the best teamwork we've seen all game. We've seen opportunities like that, but they just weren't able to connect. This time they were connect. Perfect pass, goalie caught on the other side of net. Easy put in.
Easy. We've seen both these teams play similar plays like that, and it finally pays off here for David Levkis. Here comes Polacek, retreating back into his own zone as Lynch can't get a stick on the puck. Shot saved, Solomon. Here's Levkis again. Charging up the side, Alexandrov, the intended receiver for the puck, will not get there. Here's Lynch again. He's had many shot attempts. Shot goes wide off the pad of Aaron Solomon. Thought that went in for a second there, folks. Here's Levkis. Back out to Alexandrov. He's got Jenin for help. Jenin trying to connect with the puck. He's not going to get there. Polacek intended for Josh Jenin again. Here's Levkis out in the neutral zone. It's waved off. Chris Valco chasing it back behind his own net. As the Lions make a quick change, he comes charging up the ice in the midst of a change. Two defensemen there to stop it. Here comes Sinicki. Saul Dranch is there to receive it at the half wall. Arthur Street tries to keep it in the zone. He's not going to do it. Here he comes up the middle. Saul Dranch, shot save. Puck retreats back into their zone, and we got an icing call here against the Lions.
And I don't know if we said who scored that goal, so I just want to give the guys their due credit. Person scoring that goal was David Levkis with an amazing assist by Josh Jenin. And so, yeah, I just want to make sure they got their due credit on
For
that
sure,
last goal.
goalie. Dranch tries to come away with the face-off. Bit of a sloppy play there. Puck is loose behind the net. Here comes that pressure. It's cleared. Arthur Street turns it back over to Kuzmarks. Puck is loose. Kuzmarks with another chance in front, trying to evade those defenders. Great physicality there. Icing against the Buffaloes this time. .25 to go here in the second. Buffs are up by one, courtesy of David Levkis, who's been instrumental this season for his team. We go with the face-off for the Lions. Chargan with a shot right off the face-off. Saved by Solomon. Noel Sinicki chasing the puck as that is cleared out of his zone. Saul Dranch pass to Sinicki, can't connect as the Buffs are in the midst of a change. Here's Dow. Skating up ice. He's got Garrett Coveney there for help. He's trying to get the wraparound. He's not going to do it, but he keeps it in the zone at the blue line. Goes across to Garrett Coveney. Patones in front. Save! Puck Puck is loose in front again. Another save, great save. And that time, Profaci will stop play. He gets a face-off in his own zone. Haven't seen a whole lot of action from Diego Patones, the captain, thus far, and this weekend. Hopefully, we can see him pick up the slack here.
I've noticed a lot of good plays from him today, both offense and defensively.
Has so many great chances. He just can't sneak it past John Profaci, who's been absolutely electric this game. Hopefully he can get some points on the board this weekend. Here, chance in front here. Puck is loose. Saved by Profaci again as Elias comes away with it. He's skating down up ice up to the neutral zone. Nearly turned over to Tanner Simpson. Thomas Knapp trying to pick it up in the corner, but leaves it to his captain, Patones. Simpson trying to connect with it. Here's Habel. Coming up the ice, that's shot wide. Thomas Knapp, cross-ice pass to Garrett Kovney. And Habel trying to pick it up. And stopped there by the goaltender, John Profaci. And Marius Marius Kriskakis is in the game for the Buffs. He's been idle these past several weeks, but it's great to see him back on the ice trying to get his feet back under him. But he's still in great play there by Chris Valco to keep it in that zone. And Johnson tries to get the wraparound, tries to get the pass to Alex Bauk. He's not going to do it. It's Marks in the corner. Puck is loose at the half wall. That's deflected high. Doesn't hit the netting and stays in play. There's Scott McGillivray trying to clear his zone. And here's Polachek with a chance. Shot, save, as that goes high. Cross-ice pass to Alex Bauk. Looking for help here. Trying to get the wraparound. And he's got it. Valco. Johnson trying to pick it up in the corner, and he does. Shot! Save again by Profaci.
I mean, in the second period, we've just seen the Buffs' shots just getting better and better. Of course, that goal, but every other shot, too, it's just been pretty much just right on the money and just good saves by Profaci.
Another face-off controlled by the Lions this time as they try to clear their zone, but here comes more pressure from Josh Jenin. Pass in front, Alexandrov, shot, goes wide. Arthur Street keeps it into the zone. Here's Levkis. Looking for help, Dow. Out in front, not able to connect with Josh Jenin. Here's Alexandrov. Looking for help at the half wall. Crowd wanted a holding penalty. They're not going to get one. Excuse me, they are going to get a holding penalty. He is waved off. Here's Patones in the corner. And here's the penalty here. Second penalty of the game thus far. Relatively clean plays here. Yep, Ethan Patterson going to the box for the Lions. Second power play of the day, and second power play for the Buffaloes. Let's see if they can increase this lead to 2. With inside 8 minutes to go here. Garrett Kovney with the faceoff comes away with it. Out to Patones. Alexandrov at the blue line. Looking for help. Pass intended for Garrett Kovney, picked up by Patones at the half wall. Patones keeps it in the zone, cleared, and forces the Buffaloes to retreat. Great play there by Skandalarin. Here comes Patones skating up the left side, looking for help, trying to connect with Kovney. Great defense again This Lions penalty kill unit has been on point today. Alexandrov back to Kovney. Looking for help. Cross ice back again for Alexandrov. Another shot goes wide, and that's kept out off the pad of Profaci. Alexandrov can't keep it in the zone. Luke Dow closing in. Save by Profaci again, right into the chest near the mask.
I mean, that possession right there, that was a little different. This whole game, we've seen defenders just rush into the puck. But with a lot of great movement from CU right there, and the Lions playing just a little more conservative defense, allowed for an interesting turn of events.
Interesting series of plays there. When you're on the power play, you have to remain vigilant. Make sure you know where all the skaters are. There's no room for mishaps.
Yep, you're right.
And here's Levkis. Skates around, looking for help. Cross ice to Polacek at the blue line. Here's Bauk out in front. Josh Jenin with a shot. Saved by Profaci again. Polacek keeps it in the zone. Levkis looking for help. Shot goes wide. And Levkis is down and slow to get up. Here's Polacek. Not able to keep it in at the blue line. Hopefully Levkis struggling on that play. It looks like he's back on his feet under his own power. And here comes Alex Bauk again. Puck is cleared again. Polacek chasing it back until Aaron Solomon comes out to play it. David Levkis picks it up in the corner. 5 seconds to go on the power play. So Lions killed another penalty here with just at the 6-minute mark as Levkis skates up the right side. That goes back, chipped along the, or bounced along the glass. Nifty little pass, backhander. With a great chance there for scoring. Bauk loses his footing, but Bauk is in front. Saved by Profaci again. An instrumental 5.5 at the 5.5 minute mark here. Puck is loose. Noel Sanicki trying to get a stick on it. And that's a cross ice pass. Josh Goki trying to puck is loose in front. Saul Dranch. Fight for it in the corner. Thomas Knapp trying to get a stick on it. Here's another chance, short-handed. And that goes wide of the net. Another shot trying to keep it in the zone as Thomas Knapp comes away with it at the blue line. Saul Dranch racing in, sensing that pressure. Here's the defense you were talking about earlier, Colby.
Oh, yeah.
And that we'll get an icing call here against the Buffaloes. So a chance here for the Lions to capitalize in the offensive zone here. So they get some of their best skaters coming back on the ice.
Hey, you got one thing right, though. That was defense we were talking about earlier. So aggressive from both sides.
Face off one again. Patterson trying to keep it in the zone. Can't get it to it in time. And he'll fire it back for Thomas Knapp, who's looking for his teammates. Turns it over. Nasty turnover to Elias. It's picked up quickly. Elias loses his footing. Hogan. Just in the zone, turning it over to Habel. Knapp back over to Habel. Pass intended for Smithberger. Goes long. Icing. 4:15 left in the second period. The pressure is there. But can they get a shot? Can they get a shot past Aaron Solomon or John? Excuse me. Or John Profaci, man.
Yeah, I mean, as we said, the first 5 minutes of this period were slow, but it's really sped up here.
Pressure is there, like we've been saying all game. And here comes Sanicki, trying to keep it up, cross ice pass. Here's number 29 up the middle, shot goes wide. And here comes Saul Dranch skating up the middle, short-handed. He's got help from Noel Sanicki. Cross ice pass to Sanicki in front, saved by Profaci again. And Here's a chance for the Lions to respond. Cars Marks, cross ice pass. No one there to receive it. Intended for, looks like Hawthorne. Puck is in the corner. Another chance there. Shot on Aaron Solomon, and he keeps it out again. Here comes Smithberger. He's got Sinicki across the ice. They're not able to keep it in the zone. Looks to be offside. Smithberger. He's checked at the half wall. Here's the physicality that we love to see from this Buffaloes team that we're used to seeing. Here's Chris Marek. That passes across. Johnson looking for help. Arthur Street trying to get a stick on it, but that's cleared out of their zone. Nearly a delay of game penalty there. Another icing call. Buffs will get a fresh set of skaters with that stoppage of play. And we'll get the face off to the right of Perfacci. And Lefkis trying to get it for his Buffaloes team. Another sloppy face-off there, as there's no clear possession. Polachek trying to keep it in. Here comes Lynch skating up the middle. He's got help, and that shot goes up into the netting and out of play. 2.5 minutes here in the second. Buffs have the only goal of this game so far, which is not exactly what we've seen from them throughout the season. We're usually used to seeing blowouts from them, one either way, one in either direction. High-scoring games, but not this time. Defense is the name of today's game. As Josh Jenin chasing the puck. Jenin checked in the corner. The Lions bench loves it. And here comes Lynch. He's 1-on-3. Alexandrov, Falco, and Polachek there to stop it. As we round the 2-minute mark. Here's Levkis in the corner. That pass intended for Alexandrov. Polachek tries to pick it up, and here's Alexandrov skating around. Here comes the pressure. He's got help from Batones. Out in front. John Perfacci taking no chances on that play, and we'll smother it.
You know, from Perfacci's perspective there, everybody on the rink was skating right at him. And so good on him, just keeping a cool head and just jumping right on the puck.
Here comes Garrett Kovney. Lions ultimately come away with that face-off, but here's Batones out in front, and that's saved by Perfacci again. Just over a minute and a half to go here in the second. 1-0 Buffaloes. Garrett Kovney coming back in for the face-off. It's pretty quiet here in the rink right now. Thomas Knapp fired back, pass intended for Batones. As he'll scramble to get it. Here's Batones in front. Shot saved by Perfacci. Aiden Habel at the half wall, chased into the corner. Great stick handling. And he chips it back out to Smithberger. Here's Knapp. That's Simpson to Knapp, and a shot that's stopped by Perfacci again as we approach the 1-minute mark. Kovney going away with the puck, and here come the Lions. Pass is waved off as Lee retreats into his zone. Shot high for Seldmeyer. .45 seconds. Hogan fires back out. There's a chance for a shot saved by Solomon. And Sal Dranch skating down up ice again. Cross ice pass intended for Sarkis. He's not going to get there. Here's Thomas Knapp again. Pass intended for Sarkis, turned over. 15 seconds. Buffs trying to, defense is going to be the name of the game right here as we round the 10-second mark. Here's Hable. As we round 5 seconds. Hable trying to get something off. That's going to take us to the end of the period. Shot, and that goes high right over Profaci. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a 1-0 lead for the Buffaloes here at home in Boulder at the end of 40 minutes of play.
Yeah, and I just want to talk about how much I love that last play right there. Literally last second to just get a shot off, even if it was way too high. I love the effort. But really, this period as a whole was still really exciting. I'd say probably a few less shots than the first one overall, but real exciting, real good shots, and of course a goal by CU.
Oh, that's what you love to see as a fan here in Boulder for your home crowd. But like you said, Colby, there's not a whole lot of shots this period. I think both teams were trying to set up some legitimate shot attempts and not just chucking the puck away from these defenses, which have been on fire thus far.
And also, I have to say, CU played a little more aggressive this period. I think we would see that the Lions' shots on goal were definitely a lot less than last period, and so good on CU just keeping control of the puck more.
That's what we hope to see here in the third. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got about 15 minutes to go here before the final 20 minutes of play here in this final game of this BMHC tournament here in Boulder. Let's see if the Lions can put some put some points on the board, and hopefully the Buffaloes can hold them to it and walk away with a W. So stick around on ScoBuff Sports. Coming up is the third period in just under 15 minutes.
Winning the NCAA title back in March. At the start of their season, the Buffs were looking to defend, and that is just what they did. During the 2025 Denver University Invitational Ski Alpine Race at Loveland and Copper Mountain, the Buffs showed that they want to keep their title in Boulder. Now, keep in mind, this is just the Alpine racers and not Nordic skiers. On the first day, CU put up 3 podiums and 11 in the top 21, opening the season to a great start. Philip Walkvist placed first in the RMISA qualifying slalom race. The second day, he went 2 for 2, winning his second slalom race of the season. The Buffaloes still held up their lead by 20 points over Utah and Denver. The third day, the Buffs left Loveland for Copper to compete in the giant slalom for their final day. With frigid temperatures of -10 at the beginning of the day, it's shaped to be a challenge, but the herd doesn't stop for a challenge, faces them head on. They dominated the remainder of that event, winning both races and overall as a team in GS. CU set several RMISA records, including scoring the most Alpine points in a meet under the current scoring system. CU led the meet by more than 40 points than any other team, winning 3 of the 4 races. Notably, Walkvist won the men overall.
Then, the Nordic team has been attempting to keep up with the Alpine team. Recently, they have raced in Alaska and Minturn. Colorado graduate student Will Koch placed 3rd in the UAA Invitational. The Nordic Buffs will have to step up their game after losing Magnus Bowie at the end of the 24 season. Bowie was a pivotal figure during the NCAA championship races.
Our very own SBS reporter Talis Schreiber had a moment to speak with the Alpine head coach Ian Lockhead just after their winning weekend. When asked what he is looking for to keep the NCAA title in Boulder, Lockhead responded, "It's about doing the little things every day. We just try and control the things we can and build every day to get better." This is Lockhead's second season as a Buffs coach. Follow the CU Buff Ski team on our website or social media for more in-depth coverage.
While the Alpine and Nordic Buffs are claiming podiums, Chloe Heher, a member of the free ski team, is currently competing on the Free Ride World Tour as only a rookie. Currently in Bacaria Barret, Spain, competing against the best in the world, and her first competition was this morning. After an incredibly technical run, she placed 4th in women's ski, scoring a 67.67 over 6 points ahead of the rider who placed 5th. As the rookie of the tour, Heher is off to an incredible start with eyes on the podium. The Free Ride World Tour will be posting live videos and replays on their website for the duration of the season. The SBS team wishes Chloe luck with the rest of her tour and will be supporting from Boulder. The CU tennis team is back in action this weekend after the break. Currently, the Buffs are competing in their first official tournament of 2025 after playing exhibitions last week. On Sunday, they host the Denver Pioneers for the first home match of the year.
Track and field is in the middle of their annual Colorado Classic, where schools from across the state and beyond come to compete. The first day of competition was today, but tomorrow is when the final start for most of the events. Fans should look forward to the mile race tomorrow, where there's a chance for history to be made. 8 different runners will push to run a sub 4-minute mile and break the Colorado record for fastest mile time. You can find out if the record is broken and about other results from Colby White's recap of the meet on our website.
The Colorado men's D1 hockey team kicked off their 2025 season with an East Coast road trip, the backyard for numerous Colorado players. The trip started with a matchup against the Blue Hens of the University of Delaware on January 10th. The game went scoreless until the 4-minute mark in the second period, where the Hens made their presence known at home. Rapolas Markivincius would respond late in the second period for his Buffs. It was a tough fight in the third, but the Hens managed to pull through with less than 30 seconds remaining, winning by a score of 2-1. January 11th saw an electrifying matchup against the Westchester University Golden Rams as the Buffs looked for redemption after their loss the previous night. Cam Piggott set the tone in the first period with the first goal. The second period was split with 1 goal from both the Buffs and Knights. The third period was all Buffs, with captain Drew McConaughey scoring 2 of his team's 3 goals. Despite the high penalty minutes, the Buffs dominated the Knights 6-1.
The Division I men's hockey team traveled over to the East Coast this past weekend for the 2025 Lehigh Winter Classic, where they faced off against teams like the University of Delaware, Westchester University, and Lehigh University. The first day of matchup was against Delaware, and the Yotes took home the 2-1 win over the Buffs. The second day of matchups was against Westchester University, and the Buffs took the 5-1 win over the Rams. The last and final matchup of the day was against Lehigh University, and the Buffs dominated in this as they took the 6-2 win over the Mountain Hawks. The Buffs will return to action this weekend in Tucson, Arizona for a 2-day matchup against the University of Arizona Wildcats.
Our men's D2 hockey team had 4 games since we've updated you last, so let's dive into those. On December 6th, they went into overtime against the University of Wyoming, but ultimately lost 6-5. The next day, on the 7th, they took another loss, this time to the Air Force Academy, with a score of 5-1. After winter break, they came back strong on the 10th, beating their rivals, CSU, 5-1. And their most recent game on the 11th was a tough loss to DU with a score of 7-4.
Now that the semester is in full swing, they have 4 back-to-back games starting tonight. The best part, all of these games are at home right here on campus at the CU Rec Center. Tonight, they will be playing Michigan State at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Tomorrow, the 18th, they host Sault College all the way from Ontario, Canada at 7 p.m. On the 19th, they take on the Cincinnati Bearcats at 3 p.m. On the 20th, they go against Loyola-Marymount University for a morning game at 11 a.m. Make sure to support your Buffs this weekend.
The CU women's hockey team had a quiet break with their last game played against the Minnesota Golden Gophers on November 22nd and 23rd. The series was tight, with both games going into overtime. Game 1 saw Minnesota's Laramie Prell score the game-winning goal just over 2 minutes into overtime. The Buffs' Jordan Bonk responded in a game with a goal just under 4 minutes remaining in overtime, tying the series.
The women's team will also play at home this weekend as they welcome the Purcell boarding school team all the way from British Columbia, Canada. This is the Purcell's second trip to Colorado this season as they played the Denver Pioneers back in November, beating them 7-0 on back-to-back days. The Purcell Hockey Academy is a prep school in Kimberly and are playing their inaugural season of U19 hockey. Despite playing their first season, Purcell has won against other universities and sent 4 players to junior nationals themselves in the IIHF. The Buffs will play a 3-game series against Purcell, playing right now at Friday at 5 p.m., Saturday at 4 p.m., and Sunday at 11 a.m. ScoBuff Sports will unfortunately not be able to stream tonight's game, but you can catch the Saturday and Sunday games right here on our YouTube channel.
The Professional Women's Hockey League seasons is underway, and the Phil made a stop on the takeover. Fans, including a few CU women's hockey players like Mia Fiselli, Amanda Wallace, and Brianna Arena, attended the game. Denver was able to record a high U.S. attendance with a total of 14,018 fans in attendance for the Montreal Victories facing off the Minnesota Frost. Colorado Avalanche's defenseman, Cale Makar, was in attendance for the game as well. The Phil will continue their takeover tour in Denver, and their fans are hoping Colorado can be a contender for an expansion team. The league says it can add teams as early as next season.
Hey Buffs, happy Friday. Welcome back. I hope everyone had a relaxing break and is ready to kick off the new semester with some Buff sports. Just minutes ago, the tennis squad began their first official match of the season at Air Force. Historically, the Buffs have dominated the Falcons, winning 22 of the 25 all-time meetings. Colorado will then travel back to Boulder for its home opener against Denver University at 2 p.m. The Colorado Classic started this morning, where our track athletes will compete in 16 different events throughout today and Saturday. This meet is the first of 3 hosted by Colorado this season. Colorado's Nordic ski team is the reigning national champions and looks to add another this season. The team is traveling to Midway, Utah to compete in the Utah Invitational on Saturday and Sunday. The men's basketball squad has gotten off to a rough start and is currently the only team in the Big 12 without a conference win. The Buffs take on the Oklahoma State Cowboys in Oklahoma on Saturday at 1 p.m. airing on ESPN+. This game is a great opportunity for the Buffs to claim their first Big 12 win, considering the Cowboys only have 1 conference win. Colorado travels back home to face Brigham Young University at 9 p.m. on Tuesday, airing on ESPNU. In the 23 matchups between these teams, Colorado has never lost at home, winning all 12 meetings in Boulder dating back to 1902. The Buffs women's Hoopers take on the Cincinnati Bearcats in Ohio on Saturday at 4 p.m. airing on ESPN+. This game will be the second all-time meeting between these two schools. Colorado won the inaugural matchup last year by a score of 77-60. That's all I have for you today. I'm Matt Spivak with this week's Rapid Fire.
Thank you, Matt. It is now time to reveal the answer to the trivia question of the week. We asked what was the worst start to conference play in Tad Boyle's 15-year tenure. May I get a drum roll, please? The answer is 0-7, which came during the 2016-2017 season with the Derek White-led Buffs. The good news is that Colorado went 8-3 following the abysmal start, finishing 7th in the Pac-12. Sure, it was not the Pac-12 and not the Big 12, but it doesn't hurt to be optimistic.
Our first tweet of the week this semester comes from the Utah Jazz, where 2 former Buffaloes linked up following a game between the Utah Jazz and the Charlotte Hornets on Wednesday. Cody Williams and KJ Simpson met again as 2 of the 3 CU men's hoopers from last season currently playing their rookie NBA seasons. Williams has shown flashes but hasn't had the first year he may have envisioned after being picked 10th in last year's draft. Currently averaging just 4 points and 2 rebounds a game with the Jazz, Simpson, meanwhile, started the season in the G League before grinding his way to occasional minutes with the Hornets in recent weeks. This February, both former teammates will get a chance to visit the 3rd Buffs rookie, Tristan Da Silva, with the Orlando Magic. Thank you so much for your time, Buff Nation, and make sure to stay warm this weekend.
Have a great rest of your night, and thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week.
Thank you.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the first live show of 2025. I'm Balin Weisup.
And I'm Logan Benson.
We have a lot to cover, so buckle up and get ready for the ride.
Over the break, the Colorado Buffaloes made history with their second ever Heisman Trophy going to two-way superstar Travis Hunter. Hunter joined Boise State's Ashton Genie, Miami's Cam Ward, and Oregon's Dylan Gabriel in New York for the ceremony on December 12th, where it was revealed that Hunter beat out Jenny in the closest race of the decade. The junior became CU's first Heisman Trophy winner since the late Rashaan Salam in 1994. Hunter's game-breaking ability on both sides of the ball turned heads nationwide, transcending the sports en route to the sport's highest individual honor.
Unprecedented production at both wide receiver and cornerback was the reason for Travis Hunter's Heisman Trophy honor, and a number of other accolades were given to the phenom for different aspects of his play. Hunter became Colorado's first ever Bulletnik Off Award, given to the nation's most outstanding wide receiver. The junior won the Chuck Budnick Award and a Lot Impact Trophy for a stellar play on the defensive end. Among Player of the Year honors, in addition to the Heisman, Hunter took home the Walter Camp Award and AP National Player.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the CU Rec Center Ice Rink, where we are getting ready for period number 3 between the Colorado Buffaloes and the Loyola-Marymount Lions. It has been an all-out game of defense the past 40 minutes. Both teams showing up and showing out, but the Buffaloes do lead 1-0 after 40. And we're coming into the third period hoping that we're going to see if the Lions can get themselves on the board and Buffaloes can hold their, or if the Buffaloes can hold their lead and possibly extend it to 2.
Yeah, really, it's going to be up to the Lions here, how they come out into this final period, how they want to play this, all that stuff, if they could grab the momentum right away. Because I'd definitely say CU left the second period with the momentum, so we'll have to see.
We'll see what happens here as we get ready for face-off. Buffs just finished their huddle and are ready to take to the ice for the face-off. It looks like we've got Garrett Coveney coming in for the face-off. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Riley Waters attempting the face-off for the Lions, but the Lions do come away with it and fire that deep into the Buffaloes zone. Puck is in the corner. Simpson fires it around the boards to Valco. Patones can't get a stick on it. That's kept in, fired back into the zone by the Lions, and Polachek came away with that one. Here's Simpson at the half wall trying to make something happen and clear his zone. Carney looking for the puck. There's a chance here for Elias. Patones picks up that puck. Backhands it to Valco, looking for help. Puck is loose deep. Puck is at the half wall. 6'5" forward, Josh Elias. With that. Here's a chance here. Short-handed. One of the only skater in the offensive zone for the Lions was Kagurin. Here comes Alexandrov charging up the middle. He'll take a shot and it's saved by Profaci.
Yeah, substitutions were happening for Colorado right there, so he had no support. So not a bad idea to just, he had the open window, just take a shot, see what happens. And now with backup, they'll face off.
Here come the Lions who clear their zone. That's going to be an icing as Street was not able to get to it. Alexandrov coming in for the Buffaloes face-off. Luke Dow in the corner, looking for his teammates. Arthur Street trying to pick it up, but it's controlled at the moment by the line. Shot in front, save by Solomon. Great stop there by Markic. This again. Another shot goes wide and goes hard into the boards. Here's Josh Jenin. Cross-ice pass intended for David Levkis. Alexandrov checked at the board by Skandarin. Here comes Levkis, retreating. Looking for help, and he'll start charging up the center ice. And he'll get rid of the puck and go to the bench. Here comes Johnson trying to get his puck. It's going to be picked up by Habel in the corner. There's Naviker in front. That goes high up into the netting and out of play. And here comes Alex Boak. Alex Boak to attempt the face-off. He'll come away with it. That shot goes wide, nearly went in the net. Not past Solomon. Here's Smithberger. Able to clear his zone. Alex Boak. In the corner for the Buffaloes at the half wall. Book still has the puck. There's a chance here for Smithberger. Shot goes high over the net. It's kept out. Josh Jenin not able to keep it out. Offside is waved off. Smithberger. Johnson. Johnson fires it back towards Smithberger, who's not in the vicinity. And now fighting for it in the corner. And now it's picked up by Salt Ranch. Looked like Josh Goki trying to rush in there and get a shot off. Thomas Knapp. In the play. Here's Kampfner. Trying to apply that pressure for Dong in his defensive zone. Here's Goki. He's going to fire it wide as we approach 16 minutes to go here in the third. Chance here in front for Goki, and it's stopped by Profaci. And here comes, there he goes. There's a chance up, and that goes high up into the netting. What a chance there for Matisse Hawthorne.
He had defenders all around him, but there was no one between him and the goal. Fortunately for the Lions, Profaci was right on top of that. And puck went into his leg, bounced off his leg, and another Lions defender was there to swoop it up and take it away from their side of the rink.
And here we go with the face-off. It's going to be Garrett Coveney attempting it. But here's Patones skating down ice. Here comes that pressure, but he turns it over to Forrest Kruger. Turnovers have been plaguing the Buffs. Obviously a little miscommunication. Here comes Lee, skating up the middle. He's got help. He's got wheels, takes the shot, and that goes off the leg of a defender, and it's kept out ultimately by Solomon. That puck goes high up into the netting, and it ends up here in the bleachers.
Perhaps a souvenir for a fan.
Indeed it is. There's a little ACHA Division II puck there. Too bad it's not signed, you know.
If I was him, I'd be putting that in my pocket. We'll see if he gives it back.
Puck in the corner, and it's chased down. Puck is cleared out. Valco chasing it. We'll get an icing here against the Lions. Got a chance for the Buffs to capitalize here as they get some fresh forwards out here on the ice. "15 minutes here in the third period. as Alexandrov once again comes in for the face-off. And he'll face off against Hawthorne. Here's Luke Dow. Tips it back, wraps it around for Alexandrov, trying to connect with Jenin. Dow again in the corner. Looking for help is Josh Jenin. Pass intended for David Levkis, broken up by Lee, who's got wheels. He goes up the middle. He's got a chance here. Cross-ice pass in front. Stopped by Solomon. Buffs defense all over that play. It's Alexandrov just away behind the net. McGillivray keeps it in. Here's Sledmeyer. Sledmeyer. Crowd wanted a penalty, and they're going to get one here. So third power play today for the Buffaloes. This is probably, Colby, like I've said before, this is the cleanest they have played all season. Not a whole lot of penalties against them.
They have been playing a clean game here. But really, we've got to talk about the lines. You know, you can't be making mistakes like that. Penalties when you're down 1-0 in the final period. You have to have all your guys on the ice for a comeback.
Without a doubt. And here's another chance here for the Buffs to make this a 2-0 lead as Jeffrey Lee heads to the box. Buffs control the faceoff. Here's Alexandrov at the blue line, pass to Patones, but it's cleared out by the Lions. Alexandrov retreating, looking for support.
Yep, it doesn't matter how much you're up by. If you're up, the clock is your friend.
Here comes Alexandrov out to Patones, who's got wheels. He goes up the left side looking for help, and he'll wrap it around the net. Looking for Smithberger, and Alexandrov can't keep it in at the blue line and nearly trips the referee in the neutral zone. Here's Garrett Coveney with another chance. He's got wheels, goes up the left side, looking for help, looking for a cross-ice pass to Smithberger. And that goes back to Alexandrov. Patones looking for help, cross-ice pass to Smithberger. In front, dangerous setup there by Luke Dow. And a great stop by Profaci with a chance here in front. Luke Dow, he's got the puck, it's loose. But here's a chance for the Lions here, shorthanded as Riley Waters skates up ice. Smithberger. There's a bit of a trip up there behind the net. Great defense by the Buffs. Simpson out to Alexandrov. And here is Josh Jenin in the corner. A chance here in front, and it's a great save by John Profaci.
You gotta admire Profaci's strength there. A lot of skaters came running into him, some of them clashing over him, but he just stood tall, kept that puck under his glove there.
There were two Buff skaters there, and he just handled it with ease. Polacek trying to get it at the half wall. Here comes Jenin in front. No one there to stop him as he loses his footing. Levkis at the blue line looking for help. Checked in the corner. Here comes Jenin. Back out to Polacek. Shot out there, goes high. Levkis trying to get the wraparound. He's got Simpson in front. Pass back out to Polacek at the blue line, broken up. Here comes Kosmastro. Polacek and Levkis. Double teaming. Here's Polacek with a shot. Save by Profaci. Aiden Habel trying to pick it up. Thomas Knapp too high for him to handle. And here's Simpson into the corner as this penalty is effectively killed. Knapp wraps it around as that's deflected high up into the netting and out of play by Marius Chrysauskas. Face off coming back to the right of Aaron Solomon. We got Connor Smithberger. He's attempted, he's not going to get it. There's some aggression here. Shot goes wide. Lions applying that pressure once again. Grusauskas. Thomas Knapp. We'll just fire it deep, get rid of the puck and that pressure. Pass back out to Habel. That goes high, wrapped around with 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Luke Dow has it as he retreats back into his zone. Pass intended for Johnson, can't get a stick on it. Luke Dow looking for help as he gets into a little bit of a scuffle there with Lynch along the boards. Cross to Johnson. Backhands it back into the Lions zone. Here come the Lions. That's shots high and gloved out of the air by Luke Dow. Here he comes, going up the left side. He's got help. Shot save by Profaki. Oh, man. So many great chances for the Buffaloes here as we are just inside 10.5 minutes.
Yeah, he hit Profaki right in the chest right on that one. But he didn't really have many options. People were coming on to him real quick there.
Sloppy face off. Luke Dow fires it wide. Intended for Street, it looks like, or that's Josh Goki rather. Snag him in the corner. It's checked by Dow. Josh Goki leaves it back out to Dranch, who's got room. Trying to connect with Sinicki. Puck is cleared. There's Josh Goki going up the middle. Chris Valco. There's a shot that goes deep. Arthur Street out to Goki. Can't connect. Dranch. Kruger has it. Cross ice pass to his teammate. Seldmeyer. Intended for Alex Skandarian. Here comes Dranch. He's got wheels going up the middle. He's shorthanded. And he is quadruple teamed on that play. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go. No clear possession of the puck at the blue line as that forces the Lions back into their own zone as we round the 9-minute mark. Kovney, cross ice to Polacek, who fires it high up into the netting. Here comes Kovney again for the face-off. And Riley Waters. Seen these two face off a plentiful amount of times in this game as Patones looks to get a shot off, loses the puck. Excellent stick handling, shot saved by Profaki. A little bit of conversation there with Kovney. No clear winner of the face-off there. Falco gloves it out of the air near the glass. As it's loose at the half wall, Simpson trying to get a shot off toward the puck. Here comes Kovney. He's going to wrap around. Puck is loose in front for Simpson. Nearly tipped in. Here comes the pressure from the Lions. Outside pass broken up. Great defense there. Kovney in no hurry to pick up the puck. Valco leaves it for Polacek, who's got wheels. He's going up the right side. He's got Kovney there to help him. Loss of a stick. Kovney lost his stick, and he's helpless on that play as he rushes to his bench to get a new one. Levkis skating around. A lost stick. Here's Habel trying to get a defense in front, and a great check there by Aiden Habel. Jumping in front of shots. That's the name of the game here for this Buffs defense. Late in the third, midway through the third, that is. Great work there by Josh Jenin. Alexandrov trying to get the puck, leaves it for Lefkis. He tries to pick it up at the half wall. Aiden Habel is there as well. Alexandrov wrapping around, looking for help, turns it over. A bit of a scuffle there, shot saved! And Profaci's coming out of the net, and we've got some extracurricular activity taking place here right in front of Aaron Solomon as Riley Waters goes down, and he's a little slow to get up. We have a Buffs player down as well, lost his helmet, and he's just laughing it off. Nothing happens. That's Thomas Knapp. Tough guy there.
Well, yeah, I was watching those two for that whole play, really. And, yeah, they were getting pretty handsy for that whole time. Trying to be the closest one to the goal. So a whole lot was happening there between those two for a good minute. And finally, things just escalated.
Thomas Knapp heading into the box for the Buffaloes. This will be the first power play against the or for the Lions, that is, as we have the Rocky music playing here in the rink.
Yeah, of course, no fighting is tolerated at this college level. Not at all.
We penalized Hawthorne and Petone as the captains are convening with the officials.
Waiting for the
verdict on whether this will be a major or minor penalty or an ejection. No penalty against the Lions thus far, as we have exactly 7 minutes to go here in this third period. And like you said before, Colby, not nearly as many shots on net in this in the second these last two periods, but definitely a lot more of clean setups for both of these teams. And let's see what happens here going into the final 7 minutes of regulation. 5-minute major is assessed against number 10 Riley Waters on the boards, and it'll be a 4-minute double minor on Thomas Knapp. Tandry competing with the linesman on the verdict here at the blue line.
So no advantage here for either team, as both teams will have less players on the ice, at least for 4 minutes.
Coming off of that 4-minute double minor on Thomas Knapp, we will see the first time today that the Buffaloes are shorthanded, and we'll see what happens with the Lions if they can capitalize and put themselves on the board. Both teams are convening. Coaching staff and captains of the Lions being very vocal. And here we go with face-off of the first four on four of today. Alex Boak is attempting the face-off for his Buffs team, along with the captain Hawthorne for the Lions. Arthur Street is going to play that one back on the boards. Sundarian, Lucifer Tandry. Here's Skandarian looking for help. Cross-ice pass. That goes wide. It's at the half wall. Hawthorne leaves it back for his captain. That's number 29. Shot save by Solomon. Puck is behind the net as we get a wrap around. At the 6:20 mark. Andrew trying to pick up the puck. Kazmarek. He's got the puck. He's skating up the middle. Shot, and that goes high. Kazmarek in the corner again. Buffs are losing puck. Another great stop there by Solomon off the pad. As that shot is forced wide. Hawthorne with a chance here, cross ice. He's looking for help. Zone is cleared. Skandarian not able to get the shot off. Here comes Tandry up the middle. Looking for help. Levkis with a chance here. First time the Buffs are seeing their offensive zone. Luke Dow with a shot intended for Alexandrov. He's fighting for it near the half wall. Kazmarek looking for it. Valko can't connect. And here's Skandarian with a chance here. He's got help. Shot goes high. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in this third period. Here we go again. Here come the Lions skating up the middle. That shot goes wide. Skandarian. That was Jeffrey Lee with the shot. Here's Sebastian Kruger. Sagrian. Excuse me. Number 12 is not on my roster. That's a save by Aaron Solomon once again. We'll get a quick line change for the Buffaloes. Diego Batone's line comes on the ice. Luke Dow stays out there. Comes back out, I should say. No clear winner of the face-off, but it's ultimately controlled by Lee and the Lions. Lee looking for room as he's covered by Garrett Coveney. Shot saved by Solomon. Nearly went in the net there. Here's Coveney trying to clear the zone, and he will. That pass intended for Batones, who had wheels, and we'll get an icing call here against the Buffaloes.
Man, props to Solomon right there. That was a sneaky shot by Lee. I was surprised. I definitely wasn't expecting him to shoot that. A few people probably were, but Solomon was ready for it.
Excellent work by the Buffs goaltender. Lions control the face-off again. Here comes that pressure. They've got room out in front, broken up by Luke Dow. Elias looking for help. And he's got room out here. Here's the cavalry. Lee trying to get the wraparound in front. So many defenders in the area, and it's off the pads of Solomon, and the zone is cleared. No icing. Excuse me, rather. Do get an icing call against the Buffs again. So Buffs will stay out there.
Under a minute left until Buffs are up to full strength.
There's Luke Dow. Garrett Coveney. Looking for help here. Batones he can't connect with Batones as that pass was broken up. And here comes Skandarian. Hawthorne. Back out to Kazmarek. Kazmarek with a shot goes high. 20 seconds left on the power. Left on the 4-on-4, that is. And here comes Saul Dranch coming up the middle, cross ice pass intended for Johnson. And a great stop there by John Profaci. What a chance there. That was such a clean setup.
Yep, he was outnumbered right there, but he was able to stick with it. Stick with the puck, you know.
Oh,
and he's kind of got lucky there.
Very lucky. And what a chance there for the Buffaloes. Can't capitalize. There's 7 seconds left on this 4-on-4 until they take the man advantage.
Because the puck was passed to the right, normally that'd be the shot, but Profaci was with it, so he tried to pass it back one more time, and there just wasn't enough space.
Here's Levkis. He's got room. He pass was intended for Polachek, and he's going to retreat. Here we go. Levkis going up the middle. Lynch looking for help. Levkis out in front trying to get a shot off, and it's broken up. No icing. Solomon comes out to play it, and Polachek might have picked it up. Turned over to Lee, but Levkis quickly picks it up back in his zone. Josh Jenin trying to get it, trying to get a stick on it. Here comes Levkis again. He's got no help in the corner and as he's double teamed. Snicki, here's Polachek. He's got room, takes a shot, save. Polachek shoots with Polachek, score! Zane Polachek sinks it past John Profaci on the power play, and the Buffs have a 2-0 lead. What a play there.
That was a nicely done goal right there. I mean, puck was right in front of the net, and so of course all the bodies ended up being right in front of the net. A whole bunch of chaos. In that chaos, the puck slid out, and he just saw it at his feet and just slung it into the corner when everybody was preoccupied.
What
So,
a beauty.
Beautiful.
What a beauty, ladies and gentlemen. As we've got Salt Ranch protecting the face-off for the Buffs here at center ice, inside 2:10 to go. It is winding down. Clock is winding down. Less than 2 minutes remaining. Salt Ranch. You may see Profaci get pulled here, but you don't want to give up you don't want to make this a 3-0 game. So we're going to get an icing call here against the Lions. And the Lions bench, very vocal right now. They do not believe that was an icing. Officials convening at center ice. Trying to decide the verdict.
Icing or not, I'd be real impressed if Lions can make a comeback here. Minute 44 left, down 2. Be something.
That's going to be something. It's happened in the NHL, but this is a very rare occasion here in ACHA Division 2. Right, here we go, Alex Boak. And the Lions fans not pleased with that call, as was the bench. Arthur Street breaks up that play, and here's a chance here. Puck is loose, goes behind the net, and Profaci comes out of the net in an attempt to narrow this lead. Here comes Tandri. Book in pursuit. Really checked on the boards. There's a wraparound pass for Hawthorne. Hawthorne again, looking for help. He's going up the right side. Luke Dow with a check, and Lee able to stop.
Under a minute left to go.
We are under a minute left here, and Hawthorne trying to get a shot off. 6 skaters on the ice for the Lions. Now Smithberger was trying to clear his zone. We'll get a penalty here. .43 seconds remaining. It's going to be on Alex Boak. .45 seconds to go here, and the Lions have a 6-on-4 man advantage here as Profaci is out of his net. Here's a shot, goes wide, nearly went in, snuck past the left shoulder. Here's a chance here for Marius Kasauskas. Looks clear, 25 seconds. Cross ice pass to Skindarian, skidding up the right side. He's got room. Play is broken up by Chris Valco. Around the 10-second mark here in the third period. Pressure is still there. Skindarian, cross ice pass. Another chance here. Shot goes wide. 5 seconds to go. Another shot. Saved by Solomon again. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it. Buffs win 2-0 in the final game of this BMHC tournament here in Boulder. What a way to end this game with a shutout. Another shutout for Aaron Solomon.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Buffs fan, you're real happy about that. You're real happy about how the Buffs played today. They played aggressive. They played strong. They didn't give much leeway at all. And of course, goalie Solomon, whole bunch of saves.
Holy cow. And you got to give credit to John Profacci, too. He had some dangerous plays out in front of him, but his visuals are just on point today. And those were some tough shots, especially that last one from Zane Polachek.
Yep. You're right about that. This game, scoreboard-wise, could have been much worse for Loyola.
And now as we witness teams shaking hands, you know, my mom, I say this on the broadcast every time, my mom always says she's a hockey fan, diehard hockey fan, so she thinks this is the greatest tradition in all sports, and I have to agree with her here. Assault Ranch leads his team in the handshake. It's all the players as they retreat to their respective locker rooms, but not before the Buffs salute their home crowd. As that will wrap up hockey for this long weekend here at the University of Colorado Boulder. And here's the salute, led by Captain Diego Batones.
Yep. Gotta love it.
Oh, yeah. Of course, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this was one heck of a game, especially on the defensive side. So many chances here, and they were just so many chances broken up by the players throwing themselves in front of shots. That's how you do it here. Overall, Colby, tremendous effort by both of these teams, with the Buffs able to come up with a 2-0 W.
Yep, well said. Great effort. Both teams played a lot of passion, and a lot of physicality.
Lots of physicality. David Levkis and Zane Polachek, the goal scorers today for our Buffaloes. What a game here for Colorado fans as everyone retreats out of the rink on this sunny but chilly January afternoon on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching ScoBuff Sports. We really appreciate it. Alongside Nick Evans, our producer, alongside Colby Wyatt, I'm Kieran Warger saying you heard it here first. So long from the CU Rec Center Ice Rink.